These are 4 advanced techniques that you can use in Saber Unbound today. Last week, I did a basic combat guide. This time, we're doing the advanced one. If you want to watch this one first, go ahead, but I really recommend you do the basic one first. All right, let's get straight to it. All right, y'all, I'm going to hop straight into the first tech, and that's going to be advanced wiggle throws. If you don't know how to do them, I'm going to show you right here, and then I'll play it back in slow motion. All right, watch closely. All right, if you don't know how to do it, if it's really hard for you to do it, go watch my first guide. I explain it really well there. I want this video to really be focused on the advanced side of all the things. So let me get into the advanced wiggle throws. It's going to be just like a normal wiggle throw, but I'm going to show you what you can do to make it even more effective. When you learn how to do the wiggle throws, right? When you fight people that know how to parry it, they'll just, let's say this block right here is a person, right? You'll throw it and then pretend that went around the block. When it's going around like this cylinder right here, imagine it's the player could just sit there like this and then parry if they're good, or they can just hop over if they see it coming. Because when you start getting up to that higher level, people will see that throw a lot. So what you're going to want to do is you could bait them into coming for you when you throw your saber. So look, when you damn, when you do a wiggle throw, right, you could throw it, and if you turn, it'll come back and curve towards your hand like that. Now, you may be asking, why is that useful? Well, you could use that to your advantage, because whenever it comes back, it can still hit the person that you're fighting. So, let me show y'all again. What you want to do is you're going to want to throw it, right? And you saw how I backed up to get behind it? You have to back up to get behind it, so when it's twirling around, it comes around on that curve, and then it comes back so it can slingshot into your hand. So the reason why that's useful is because it makes it more likely for you to hit somebody. Because let's say you throw your saber normally at somebody, right? And you come like this, it's not going to hit them. Because the hitbox, it's weird. The way I've seen it happen, I don't really ever hit people like that when I throw it, and then it comes back from the side. Or the only way it'll hit them is if the hilt is like coming straight back, like if it's coming straight back. So if you're fighting somebody and they get in front of you and they think that they're good because the saber isn't going to come hit them, well, if they don't know about this, when it curves, it'll come back and slash them when they're dashing in front of me. I'll show a clip of me doing that to somebody. This is super useful because a lot of people, whenever you throw your saber, whenever they come to you, they're going to be like, okay, that's a free hit because your saber is gone, right? Especially people who love to do this. Now, you have to be careful when you do it. You have to make sure your spacing is on point, because if it's not, they're going to dash to you and they're going to slice you, and you're going to be mad because you died, and you're going to be mad at me. So I'm telling you right now, practice this on people first, or on your friends, or on the cylinder right here, and learn the spacing for this, and you have to adapt to your opponent. So don't be doing this willy-nilly. Get the spacing down right. Know when to use it. You should only use this whenever like, do this once or twice in a fight so that you could get some free damage, because if they catch on to this, they're not going to come dashing to you. So it's really good to surprise your opponent, because not a lot of people do this. But after watching this video, you might see a lot of people doing it. Now, let me get into the next tech. Next tech I'm going to show y'all is, I wouldn't really call it a tech, but this is a mechanic that's actually in the game, and most people just don't know about it. And I don't see enough people talk about it. So with your M1s, you have your normal M1s. We all know that. But then you also have your heavy M1s, and your heavy M1s are slower, right? The cooldown is way longer. So instead of just, I know in the first video I said to use your heavy attacks to press your opponent's guard. Yes, it's a good way to conserve your stamina for that, but I really said that for the beginners, because I did that. I still do it now, but that's really for the beginners, because a lot of beginners don't know how to conserve their stamina. And this teaches you how important it is to keep your stamina up. But now, once you start getting into it, we can start using the heavy attack better. So what you can do is, when you M1, if you switch to the heavy, you do another string with it. So, and each M1 has a different string for the heavy. You could do 2 M1s. Okay, I did it too fast right there, but in the animation canceled. But you could do 2 M1s, and you have that. You can do 3 M1s. The most I would ever do with that is 2. But the way what makes it really good is that when you're doing it, it can catch people off guard because it's the swings are different. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but the hitbox, it just seems like the hitbox is way more consistent if you do the M1 into heavy than if you do just like 2 M1s. And if you have a saber that attacks slow, like for example, the backhand saber, you could do M1 and then go into a heavy and you get 2 attacks. And with that backhand saber is really good because it takes a lot of stamina. And doing this could take a lot of stamina from people while still making sure you conserve your stamina so you don't have to be spamming your M1s. So it's really good. I'll throw up some clips of me doing it. You need to learn this, but you have to know when to do it though, because let's say you do it right and you switch to it and you don't switch because it's a lot of movement with your hands. It's a lot of movement with your hands. If you have a mouse that you could bind the C key to, I recommend you do it because I have it bounded to my mouse, so I could just instantly press without having to move my fingers that much. But the dangerous part about doing this is that you could just get your brain could just get fucked up if you do this and you just don't know what you're doing. So practice it with doing 1 swing first. You can do it with 2 swings. I really like to use this if I'm gonna like dash behind somebody, or let's say I'm going in and then I'm dashing back and I do it like that, right? That's a really good way to do it to people. So I recommend try it like that. All right, y'all. The next tech I'm gonna go over is personally my favorite on this video. I call it parry flipping. Now, a lot of people do this unintentionally, but you probably do this unintentionally. But once you figure out how to do this for real and do it on command, this is game changing. So I call it parry flips because it's exactly what it sounds like. You do a parry while you're flipping. So here's how you do it. You're gonna want to do your flip without double jump, which is, again, we went over this in the first video. Hold whatever direction you're gonna flip in. I'm gonna hold S right here. Hold S, space, E. That's the easiest way to do it. Hold S, space, E, or whatever direction you're going. Hold hold D, space, E, hold. Damn, that was A. You know what I'm talking. You know what the hell I mean, bro. But why parrying during your flip is good, because whenever people see you do a flip, is they know that most people, when they go for a flip, they're not blocking. A lot of people don't know you can block when you do a flip. Like, you can block during your flip, bro. The only way that you'll get hit if you're blocking during your flip is when you do the flip and your body turns towards them, because this game 360 block messing up at the most random moments. But I know it for a fact, if you're in the air and your back is turned towards them, you're gonna get slashed. So when you do the flip, keep your camera turned towards them. Most people, they're gonna swing at you when they see you flip. If you do it close enough to them, you're gonna do the flip and you're gonna parry, and then you'll get a lot of the time you're gonna get a free parry by doing that. Just from blocking and doing a flip and then parry, you'll get a free, just full bar of energy back for no reason. So, well, for a reason. I'm just saying it because it has so much swag to it. Like, for the fashion, bro. I mean, just do it, bro. Like, there's no reason to not try to do this. Like, and people really don't know. Like, especially if you're putting that pressure on them and you do it and you get it back. People won't even know that you're doing it. They'll be confused. Like, how did he not get hit when he did the flip? So, all right, now this last tech I'm gonna go over in this video is essential. So I call it block slap. So pretty much what it is you're gonna hold it. You're gonna just like, you're gonna be blocking. You're gonna press Q right when you block. But you got to be careful because you might do the Anakin spin. That's the only hard part about doing this, and that's the bad part about doing this, is if you miss the timing, you'll do the Anakin spin, and a lot of the higher level players in this game know when to hit you during your Anakin spin. So you have to practice this. So you're gonna block. Damn, see, I messed it up right there. But really, the easiest way to do it is to press Q and then block. But people can see the slap coming. But the reason why it's good to do it when you're blocking is because when people get slapped, right, you do a little animation where you like slide backwards, right? And in that animation, you have to puts your guard down, and you have to get like, it gives like a second buffer before you can block. So a lot of the high level players, when they see your hand come out, they're gonna know, okay, I'm not gonna spam block because I have to get ready for that time lag right there. But if you do it out of nowhere, right? I mean, if you do it without them seeing your hand and they get knocked back, you could dash, and that's a free hit, bro. That's a free hit every single time, bro. If you're consistent with it and you know what you're doing. Now, it is a little hard to pull off in a fight, but if you practice it, bro, I promise you, this is gonna help you win so much more fights just because you can throw people off with it. So, not enough people do that. All right, y'all. Just wanted to keep this one short and simple. Let me know what other videos you want to see down in the comments. I'm gonna be putting out another part to my I mastered every form video. I'm gonna be making that a series. I have to. I just love editing it so much, even if it doesn't give me as many views. If you guys are subscribed, you know that shit was gas in that last video. But I'm gonna make it even better next time. So if you want to see more videos like this, let me know. If you want to see more videos like that, let me know. And if you want to see new videos, give me some more ideas down in the comments and let me know exactly what you want to see next. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Love y'all, man. Peace out.